It's time to truly follow Christ. What does that mean? To be a Christian compared to someone who's actually following the Lord. Out of faith, out of love, and out of fear. God calls us into faith, not to just believe in his name, but to follow his word, listen to his commandments, and live according to his truth. Remember, Jesus says that he is the way, the truth, and the light. And we ought to follow that. Not just say, yes, it's true, and believe, but take the literal steps that he walked and follow it. That's why he tells us to take up our cross daily, sacrifice our flesh, and carry the cross just as he did. Remember, God says that if you believe and you don't act in your faith, you know better than the demons who believe and tremble. So are you going to be no better than a demon who says, yeah, I believe, I'm a Christian, I follow God, I listen to God, but you don't actually listen to him or follow him? You just say you believe him. Are you just going to believe and be no better than a demon? Or are you going to believe and live for God on a daily basis? Just as it's a testimony for me to live for God, I ask the Lord to seek his heart and his spirit to reside in me so that it transforms my life to act accordingly, naturally, to live for Christ. He says that he takes the heart of stone out of us and replaces it with the heart of flesh. He gives us his spirit so we could be more like him. God says that if you listen to me, and if you love me, then you ought to listen to my commandments and my laws and my statutes. And if you do those things, then you love me. And he says, if you love me, you ought to become my disciple. God has a purpose and a plan for you. Act on that business. Act on the action that God has for you. Act on your ministry. Post that video, because it's the walk that God wants you to walk, the walk that Jesus wants you to walk. Start living for Christ. It's a testimony for me too. We got to live for the Lord.